What's up? This is Jordan Gray from Half Lit and DopelivenTV.
Hey, this your boy Don Ritchie representing the Midwest 219 Stand Up.
Hey, what's up, y'all? It's Lamar Tate.
This is your girl, Monifa.
Hey, what up? It's your man, Dave Hollister from Blackstreet.
You know what this is right here. This Trigger Tretch in the building.
Hey, what's up, y'all? This is your boy, Jason Weaver. And whenever I'm back home in the Chi, I'm checking out Dope Living TV.
Hey, it's your girl, Adina Howard, and you're watching Dope Living TV, live with Greg Gray and the crew.
Hey, what's up? It's your boy Greg Gray. This is Dope Living TV Live. Let me start off by saying the views that are expressed on this Dope Living TV Live are not necessarily Dope Living TV or its affiliates. Let's go. How's that?
What up? What up? What up?
Whoa, what up?
What's up?
What up? What up?
I don't know.
Stop.
Drinking my tea.
What's going on, everybody? Hey, this is Dope Living TV Live, man. This is the show where, especially on these relationship roundtables, this is a show where we make sure that we exercise our rights.
That's right.
To help you to get to a better place in your relationships. Yes, that's what we do. All right, what's going on? What's going on, Lewis? I'm glad you came, brother. Most definitely. Thank you for supporting, hanging out with us. Hey, man, let me tell y'all something. Check this out. So I'm walking the block, get my little cardio on. This lady, she rides up on a bike like the little witch from the Wizard of Oz.
No. You said like a little witch from.
And she says, this is what she just rolled up and she said, "Hello, my chocolate king." Yeah. I'm like, chocolate king.
Ooh. You trying to get you
chocolate king. Okay. What up, Angie? What's up, baby?
Hey,
How are
Angie.
you? Angie, one of the most supportive people, man, in the world.
Ella.
He's such a sweetheart. Ella, what's going on?
There we are.
Ella.
Under my
So, and you,
Ella.
what was your response?
Huh?
I'm waiting to hear for your response.
I said, hey, what's up? What's up?
That was the response.
Man, I ain't no chocolate king. I mean, come on. She said chocolate king.
You know what? That remind me of the chocolate Easter bunny. You know that little chocolate bunny that come in the package.
What was I supposed to say to her? What's up, my caramel queen? I mean, no, I'm going to do all that. No, chocolate king. I told her
Mo, isn't that a term of endearment for men? Just just like you say, "Hey, sweetie," or "Hey, sweetheart."
No.
Why is that different? How is that different? We're doing these relationships, but we're impromptu right now, Angie.
From a total stranger.
Right.
Oh, no.
Come on, Mo.
But Mo, men, they see a woman that they don't know and they'll say, "Hey, sweetie," or "Hey, sweetheart," or "Hey, honey." They will say that. Terms of endearment, right?
Ella,
Here we
Angie,
go. The first question of the whole night.
That's the first question right there. If somebody come up to you and say, "Hello, my caramel queen," okay, you don't know him, or anybody, your chocolate king. What do you say? What would y'all say, Angie, Ella?
Would you think
Lewis?
it's a turn on or a come on?
Ella said wrong.
Not
answer,
necessarily.
Well, Ella, I did.
Not necessarily.
I did also add on there.
Depends on where you're at in the situation. If you happen
I
to
told
be
her there's this. Go ahead, Mom. I'm sorry.
if you happen to be in a club somewhere and you get that walk up like that, they trying to get to
Yeah,
you.
that's different. That's a different atmosphere. But if
Thank
you're just out walking, he out walking. If you're just in the grocery store and someone says that to you, do you think they're trying to hit on you? I mean, we had this conversation before about terms of endearment, and you all said that it's just a term of endearment and it's harmless.
I think Angie got it.
I said, hey, what's up? I gave it a head nod. Hey, what's up? That's all.
But do you feel like she was hitting on you, or do you feel like she was just saying hello?
Lewis said, hell, she was trying to get a freak on. No, she was trying to hit on me. Trust me.
I don't see you guys giving me two different answers, because when we had this conversation before, you said it was just Mo. You even said that's how they are down in Tennessee.
Well, yeah, they sweetheart you to death here.
Okay, so what would make you think that she was trying to hit on you?
The way she said it, and the way she was looking at me.
And she give you that look
and the way she
up with some showing
and
up
the way she rolled
Kool-Aid
and the way she rode her bike afterwards.
How'd she ride her bike?
Yeah, she had her ass up after she went past me.
Stop.
Normally you can sit on that seat, okay? No, she had her ass up. It was just
You might have had it up before she rolled up on you. Maybe it was hurting from the seat. You know, some of them seats can be very uncomfortable.
I don't know.
Hello, my caramel.
I think she was trying to come on, Greg.
I'm telling you, dude.
I think she was trying to come on. That one was trying to come on, Gina. That one was trying to come on. He was trying to. In springtime, she riding the bike. He going for a stroll.
Did you have your mask on?
No.
Then she was hitting.
No. And she was. You could hear it squeaking. It was I'm like, damn.
She got worked out on the seat or something. You know, you never know.
I could have said, hey, what's up? You know, and had a conversation, but I didn't want to have no conversation. And like I said, she was ass up when she rolled past, and she kept looking behind me. I thought she was gonna hit a
might have
tree.
been a crackhead.
Yeah, that was. Yeah, if she was doing all that, then yes. But if she was just like, well, I wouldn't say that to a man anyway. You know,
get the special seat, Gina, get the special seat. What's the special seat, Angie?
Yeah, that for the bike, so it don't hurt. Some of those seats hurt.
What's up, Simon? Sharir, what's going on with your guys?
Yeah, some of those seats are very uncomfortable.
Well, I remember back in the day, I used to wonder about that. You know, them 10-speed bikes, them 10-speed seats.
What's up, Doug?
Doug.
That's DJ Doug right there, man. Angie said it doesn't bother her. I treat everyone the same, even when speaking. But I did. I did not say anything wrong. I said, hey, what's up? That's all. I didn't treat her bad or anything. I just said, hey, what's up? I wasn't trying to get, I wasn't trying to, no.
It sounded like he was brushing her off, though.
He wasn't trying to GTD. He wasn't trying to.
No.
Yeah, it sounded like he was brushing her off. I think she realized that because that response.
I'm on my power walk, man. I'm just walking. I'm trying to get the cardio in. You know what I'm saying? So I wasn't ready. I wasn't going to stop. Lewis said things has turned around now. The women are hitting on the men, and it just don't feel right. Angie said, hey, DJ Doug. And she also says they have custom seats that are bigger.
Yeah, I changed mine out to a custom seat.
Yeah, she had a little ass, though. Okay, it wasn't no big ass. I mean, I did look.
So especially when she put it right in your face.
Yeah. She was up there, and the squeaky squeaks was going on, and I'm like,
sound like Devo? Did it sound like Devo?
Yes, exactly like that. I thought she was gonna steal my chain. I didn't know what was going on.
Devo.
I thought she was gonna steal my chain.
People had those tracks now.
Yeah.
But anyway, welcome to the Relationship Roundtable. This is what we do. We
views expressed on this.
Ella, I was not trying to hit on it, okay? And Angie, you never need to hit on a man with you're beautiful. You don't have to do all of that, okay?
Well, I have asked guys out before. I have.
Robert, that's it, right?
No, Robert asked me out, but my second husband, I asked him out.
Marianne asked me out.
See,
Hey, Louis said, I always get asked out. Louis said, "How did she look?" Louis, she wasn't bad looking. It's just that I wasn't on that right there. You know, you got to be in the mood. You got to be in the mood.
It's suspect if it's hollering at you first off, and then
second off, you out there all sweaty and stuff.
Yeah, I'm like, oh,
I'm trying to change my life around.
I ain't on my best, and it's hollering at you. That's suspect, son. That is suspect.
Ella said, "I like the attention." No. I mean, I'm a different look. For those who don't know me, I am not that same guy that y'all used to know. Okay, I'm not that dude no more. I got other things to do. So, having said that, let's get to the first. I guess the second question now. It's the second one now.
Second, right.
Anyway, let's go. Now, if you got a man that's taking care of you, ladies, 100%, he taking care of you.
Mm-hmm.
Would you follow his lead with no questions?
No. 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 If he's leading correctly, I mean everything. Nobody's perfect, so there's going to be times.
Everything you ain't got to worry about nothing, Gina.
Yeah, but still, that don't mean I'm gonna be a yes girl.
Ella, yeah.
Okay, all right.
Yeah, that now he's buying you, and you're letting him buy you, and then you're losing yourself. You should not
Ella
lose
said
yourself
maybe.
in a relationship.
Okay.
Ella said maybe.
Can I answer this question?
Ella said maybe.
Yeah. Hey, this is my niece, one of the twins, Sherry. She says no. Flat out
right,
no.
Sherry. Niecy know what she's talking about.
Flat out no. Angie said, I don't
you
think
lose
I'm
yourself
yes
like that.
She said the
The thing about it is 9 times out of 10, this is what these guys get away with, that's got a lot of money. They go buy these girls up, basically. Everything they want, anything they want, and how they want it. And guess what? They usually do any and everything that they want them to do.
Right, and then you don't have any say. You're not going to have a say in the relationship. I wouldn't feel good about that. That's just me. I wouldn't feel good about that.
No.
I would never. Go ahead, Mom. I'm sorry.
You would never ever want a chick that's a yes woman, because
everything,
all yeses ain't good yeses, is what that used to say.
I would never. I'm sorry. I keep cutting Mo off. I'm sorry, Mo.
Just because you paying everything and doing everything for them don't mean that you can do everything to them. And you as a man shouldn't want to do that. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
No, and that's what I was going to say, Mo. I would never want. I don't care if I'm paying 100%. Okay, I was looking at something. T.I. says, I don't care how much money Tiny make, she ain't got to pay for a thing. Okay, and y'all know Tiny's not quiet. Okay, but I would never want to lead. I mean, not lead, but control a woman with money. I don't want to control her, period. But money would be the last thing. It's. I think it's a weak man that says, okay, I'm paying for everything, but you got to do what I say. That's a weak dude to me.
Well, it's not just happening. It's happening, in relationships.
Yeah, but I'm cutting Mo off now. Mo, you guys up.
Okay. So anyway, we're looking at this major stuff going on now with P. Diddy. He basically paid for everything. And he got what he paid for, and it turned into real abusive stuff. Think about it.
I bet your girl on the bike with the Chocolate King stuff. If she got hooked up with Diddy would have abused her, for real. Hey,
did you see baby oil on the back of the bike in the pouch?
On that seat.
Take that.
Hey, Ella says though, if he knows more about a situation, I may entertain what he says. Get off of that fence, Ella.
That's totally different.
Yeah, you still got to say.
I agree with Ella where she says if he, you follow him when he's leading you correctly. So what do you do when he's not leading you correctly? You still just shake your head and say okay.
Exactly.
No, you got to step in when he's going in the wrong direction.
All right.
That's what you're there for, to keep the train on the track.
I just had
you are partners.
Go public with it.
You are partners, and you still got to have your individuality. Okay, you still
That's right.
have to maintain who you are. Because if you're trying to do everything that he tells, you're a Stepford wife. Okay, you can't do that. You got to be yourself, ladies. Look, this is Greg telling you. Okay, and this time it's some good shit. Okay. Do not. I don't care how much money a man has. Stay you. Stay who you are. Do not let that man control you. And even when you get in an argument, you say, well, hey, look, I pay for everything, so you shouldn't say, okay, well, leave. Because at the end of the day, ladies, you got the power, okay, once you get married, or with that, take half his shit, all right? Anyway, let me
add this. How many times have you heard a woman that got out of a long-term marriage or relationship and said she got lost in the relationship?
Yeah. That's because mother was paying for everything. I mean, you're not you.
You're not you. Chris says, not true, Gina. Leading and controlling are two different things.
That's true.
That is true. That is true. But they have to lead you in the right direction. And nobody's perfect. He's going to make some missteps. And you're not supposed to just sit there and let him fall off the cliff.
See, Lewis came with the knowledge here. But the man is supposed to lead only if he knows how to be a leader. I want my wife on my side, not behind me. We walk together. Come on, bro.
A true leader's open to anything. You know what I'm saying? You know, and it don't mean you have to do it, you know, but a true leader is not somebody who everything they say is golden, you know?
Right.
A true
Absolutely.
leader.
Hey, Ludine, what's going on? My chocolate queen, how are you?
Hey, Lou.
Wait a minute, I want to hear this reaction.
Oh,
I want to hear this reaction.
That's my girl. She understands why I said that. Thank you, Angie. Appreciate you. Ella says, not true, Uncle Mo. Okay. Ludine says, influencing toward a common goal, not control, not the man's goal. And Steve says, true leader can take advice.
Thank you.
That's right.
I don't even think the term
That's the difference in leading and controlling.
I don't think the term leading should even be in a marriage anyway. Okay, you know, it's or a relationship. You know, I don't want to lead you. That just sounds so. That just demeans it to me. You know, I
don't look at that in a negative light. Leading. I mean, I led a team of 25 people. You know, in the capacity when I was working. That didn't mean that I was telling them what to do. Leading and controlling is two different things. Leading and managing is two different things. And so the word leading to me has more of a positive impact than controlling or managing.
But I'm speaking in a relationship aspect, not a business aspect.
Well, even in the relationship aspect, somebody, you know, it's going to be leading at some point. And sometimes even the wife may lead. And it goes back to, I think, I don't know if Ella or Angie said it, but it goes back to, you know more about that specific thing than he does, or he knows more than you do. So everybody has their niche in the relationship.
Well, I think that's the key to a successful relationship. It's not necessarily you know, historically the man has, you know, been a leadership in the relationship, but I mean, a good leader, like I said earlier, and Ella said, not true, Mo. A good leader is a good listener. You know, a good leader is not just going to put it out there and they're going to just beat them over the head with it. And that's, you know, life. A true leader is a good listener and knows when and how to speak to people, you know, period, in their relationship, and vice versa. He knows when to act and everything.
Ludine said, hashtag balanced life. Yes,
that's right.
And Ludine, when I said
you should balance each other out.
Ludine, when I said chocolate queen, Ludine, because she put these emojis up there. When I said chocolate queen, there was a lady this morning. We started off the show. I was telling them about this lady that called me chocolate king, and I didn't know how to take it. You know, Purvis says there must be a leader. That's why Scottie Pippen was the best. He played his role. Y'all don't get that, right? He played his role. He played his role. Within a relationship, that's why it's not a leader. We work together as one. Ella said she was gone, but then she said he puts up the comments way too late, Uncle Mo. So before you leave, you criticize the hostess, the host, the curator, what do you call me?
She was saying, Mo, that she wasn't disagreeing with you when you said.
Yes, you was, dude. Yes, you was. Yes, you was. See you, Ella. Nice. Thank you for hanging out. She was trying to talk bad to you, dude. Lewis said coming together is the right thing to do. I listen to you, you listen to me, and we can work together. Yeah. But again, know your role. All right? Your role could be the nurturer. Your role at that moment could be a leader, But know your role at the time that it's appropriate to know your role. Don't just all of a sudden become that chocolate king or queen.
But your question, the wording of your question made it appear that because he's paying for everything and giving you everything that you want, then you should follow him and just be cool.
That was the question. I mean, and you guys answered it. You guys did a good job, and I think I did a good job too.
Pat yourself on the back, why don't you?
Yeah, hey man, because you know what, everybody. Well, Angie gave me some props, so hey, man, because everybody, I never get the props.
You tell everybody. You tell everybody. Don't listen to me.
But I made the point to say today I'm giving some that question at least. I gave some good stuff there. All right, so let's move on. Hey man, look, I was watching Tubi over the weekend. And I looked at a couple of movies. I forgot the name of them, but there was a couple of movies. And there was a guy in there. His name was Roland Coit. They call him Roast Spit. This guy, man, he's a good actor. All right, he'll be on the show tomorrow. But he's a good actor. I'm gonna look it up and I'll show you some of the or tell you about some of the movies he was in. Great actor, man. And Ro, thanks for coming on tomorrow, man. We're gonna definitely chop it up. Thank you, Steven, for saying great job. Just to placate me. I get it. All right, let's just because I got to beg for people to just tell me I did a good job on something, man. That's my own people.
You shouldn't have to beg. Then if you should
I know.
Leave it alone. Leave it alone.
I ain't too proud to beg. Hey, here's the next question. If your spouse is discovered cheating. Before I do that, but a woman still needs her own private bank account just in case that dude act up.
Lewis on guard. See, he's on guard.
He put the E and the R on there. Anyway, if your spouse is discovered cheating, now y'all know because I've heard somebody say this too. Okay, when you get married. It's a covenant to God. God is, if your guy or your girl is discovered cheating, do you stay in it because of your faith?
Nope.
Gina said, hell no.
No.
God did not say be a fool.
Well, here's the thing, Gina. Do you know that there's only one reason that you can get a divorce or leave your husband or your wife?
Oh, I got to kill him.
All right.
Jesus.
The views expressed on this Dope Living TV are not necessarily Dope Living TV or its affiliate. So if Gina says something out of order like that, don't believe it. She's just kidding. Okay. Whew. Anyway.
And don't forget too, the Distinguished Again is on Thursday, okay? Because if you go on Friday,
it's on a Friday.
And you cheated on your spouse, okay, Gina gonna get you, all right? My niece says, go to Matthew 19:9. Read that, and the answer is no, you cannot leave. Go ahead, girl.
I'm leaving. Go ahead. I'm going to have to ask for forgiveness.
Angie says, nope. Come on now.
Wait.
You know what? I'm not going to keep anybody from their happiness. I'm going to step out the way.
Let me ask this question. She said nope, but what are one of the reasons that you can leave your spouse according to the Bible?
Adultery.
Yep. or infidelity. Death.
Mm-hmm.
Or
Infidelity is not you cannot leave because of infidelity.
I thought it was like adultery. That's one of the sins. Okay, my bad. Isn't that one of the 10 commandments?
Now my niece said if he cheats, yes, I'm out.
No.
No, that's right. I mean, apparently he wants somebody else. Why would you stand in that person's way of their happiness? I'm not going to stand in their way of if they want somebody else. I'm bowing out gracefully.
Peace.
I am bowing out gracefully.
Okay, but I mean, the question was about your faith. Does your faith tell you to stay?
Depends on the faith. Because you got some faith, they say, I divorced you 3 times in a row. That's it. We done.
Oh, 3 strikes you out. 3 strikes you out. Okay. Come back. You got to go. Come back. Got to go. Okay. My niece says the verse says fornication is the only ground. That's it. Lewis says I did it because of the kids, and that woman kept doing it. And the first 2 kids weren't even his kids. Yeah, hey, look, that's death. That's a death sentence right there, dude.
What you think they're gonna stop? They're not gonna stop. You accepted it. You agreed to it. Why should they stop?
Purvis says, forget the Bible. It's the government cheating with your heart or with your penis. It's a big difference. Go ahead, Gene. I'm sorry.
No, go ahead. I was just saying that I just don't feel like I would be in your way. I would just be in your way because if you had to cheat, then I'm not the person you want anymore.
You sounded like Whitney Houston. I would only be in your way. No. Yeah. Fornication is the only reason that you would be able to do that.
But fornication is before marriage. So I mean,
right. Fornication is before marriage.
Right.
Huh?
I mean, yeah. Adultery is when you're married and you have that type of relationship.
Same thing.
Okay. It's sex. Okay. If you're having sex with somebody else and you're married,
that's adultery.
Thank you.
You sound a little French there. Jada sounded a little French there. She said, okay.
That's right.
Sounded a little French there, man. Hey, let me ask y'all, what's the sexiest thing that your mate can do that has nothing to do with sex? Huh?
This question was last week, wasn't it?
Mm-hmm.
No. What's the sexiest thing that your mate can do that has nothing to do with sex?
That was the same question, but I'll repeat it.
It was
Dance
not.
with my baby.
It was not. The other question was, what's the sexiest thing you can do for your mate, period? I said without sex.
No, it was the same question, but I just answered it again.
You said dance with your baby?
Dance with my baby.
What about you, Mom?
She could kiss me on my neck.
Without sex. Without sex.
Mo be like, woo!
Let's start, baby. No, I'm just kidding.
Without sex.
Without sex?
Yeah.
I don't know. She just show up and take me to lunch sometimes.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Purvis said, pay them bills.
Wow.
Yeah.
What about you, bro? What's your answer?
That's sexy. Communication and no lies. I mean, just talk to me. If you could talk to me.
I think that's what I said last time. Talk to me.
Is that what you said, Mo?
Last time.
You just talk to me. Let's have conversation. If you can be conversational with me, we good. I think that's sexy. Angie, the question was, what's the sexiest thing that your mate can do that has nothing to do with sex? Talk to me. Let's have a conversation. Lewis said, run her bath water and cook for her.
Yeah. Said nothing about sex, but Lewis, I'm gonna tell you, see her getting in that bath water naked, it's gonna be some sex.
You just run the water. You leave after that. Lead her to the bathroom and then say, I'm gonna give you your time right now. All right. Multiple the love. Is it multiply the love languages? Ludine said. Yeah, man. Purvis said, pay them bills. Though I like that one. Pay them bills. Give me one. Give me 2 months.
Not pay them bills.
Yes. Give me 2 months of paying the bills, girl. You are so sexy. Yes, you're so sexy.
I don't know. Is that sexy or gratitude?
Gratuitous. That's what I'm talking about, Angie. Listen to me and Angie on the same page today. Listen to me. As I said, have a conversation and be truthful. Just listen. Yes, we're on the same page, Angie, right there, man. For real. Do that. Again, man, we're at the halfway point, but make sure you guys know that November the 7th, is it, Gina?
November 7th.
Yeah. The Distinguished Authors Guild, the award-winning giving Distinguished Authors Guild. It's going to be at Theater 47 on November the 7th. Not a Saturday this time. It's going to be on a Friday. Everybody needs to go. It gets bigger and bigger every year, okay? So you don't want to miss and see the growth that's happening. You don't want to miss it, all right? There's a lot of different authors that are going to be there. What's the name? Probably win another one too. But
Freaky, sir.
Yeah, the little freaky lady. The little freaky.
I don't know. She got some heavy competition this year, y'all.
Lady write them freaky ass books, okay? Yeah,
she got some heavy competition.
She probably gonna win.
Heavy breathing and sexual things.
Come on, man. I don't see how she finished the books.
Right.
Come on, man.
And if you're an author,
yeah, we got a smile on her face, so evidently she keeping something happy.
Right? They've been married for 30 something years.
Wow.
So she's doing something right.
Yeah.
I guess they're doing a lot of stuff right. I couldn't ask her this question. What's the sexiest thing that you're making do that has nothing to do with sex? Because it's all about sex, I guess, with them. I don't. Everything they do is sex.
Right.
But that's okay. But it's the Distinguished Authors Guild. It's on the 7th of November. Y'all gotta come. All right. We always have a great time when we go.
We'll have food. This time we'll have a food vendor. We'll have a food vendor to this round. Champagne. We have
that food vendor ain't gonna last long, though, Gina. That food vendor ain't gonna last long because the people that come, at food vendor, whoever you are, food vendor, you're gonna make some money that night, all right? For real. Because it's gonna and I hope you got some bring the big truck so you can have enough food for everybody, because I'm telling you, for occasions like this, for the Distinguished Authors Guild, they eat. Ain't gonna have no. There's nothing gonna be left. All right, so make sure you come.
Don't let me get up there and start DJing. I'm gonna have them dancing on that stage afterwards.
Yeah, come on, man. I'm gonna do like Michael Jackson did at the BET Awards or whatever it was, man. I'm gonna start. Woo! I'm gonna start doing the
moonwalking.
All right. Chris said June 29th. DJ Quick. We talking about Distinguished Authors Guild, dude. Anyway, June 29th, DJ Quick, Scarface and Too Short. July 13th, Kevin Hart will all be at a Hard Rock in Gary. I'll be home for both. Let's plan a live relationship show. Okay.
Ooh.
All right.
Which day?
Lou said boots on the ground.
Boots on the ground.
Yeah. How is that?
That day when the girl be dancing on the floor. Boots on the ground.
That record took off with the fans and all of that crap. How did see? That's a prime example, guys. If you get something going, you catch a niche, and you can make a gang of money off it. Because after this boots on the ground, I guarantee you that you ain't gonna hear from this dude no more. It's done. It's over.
Well, let's look at some of the other ones. I mean, some of the other line dancers.
Casper.
But you know what? Yeah. They had a long run.
They did.
They have a long run. They were doing the boots on the ground at the rodeo. I took my mom to the rodeo.
That's what I'm saying. This dude is covering it all right now, so he can sit back and relax now, for real. Sit back and relax. Everybody they're buying fans. Okay, now he's missing out on.
I already had my fan.
He missing out on that. Because he's seeing everybody popping these fans. He should have. He should have. Thank you, Mo. You think like I do, bro. He should have got those fans as a part of his whole marketing plan. He didn't do that. He didn't do it.
I thought he bought the fans with it before then, because it was.
I had my fan already though. Before this song came out, I had the fan.
But would you have used the fan at a line dance?
Yeah, they use them at the line dances.
Okay, I don't know, because I thought the line dancers.
Remember, we did a live show with the line dancers.
They didn't have a fan?
Yes, they did.
You know, when they started doing these line dances, okay, and please excuse me, I don't have any tact with what I say. All right, the views expressed on this Dope Living TV live. I thought the line dance was just for the big girls that couldn't get nobody to dance with them during the club.
Oh.
You know, at the
Oh.
club.
Hey, just
no,
remember,
yes.
It's not just for big
remember
girls.
you had that live show. Y'all had the live show because I was there remote, and everybody was dancing, and they pulled their fans out and they started dancing with.
Yeah, I'm telling you, they had their fans then.
Yeah.
I went to a
That
class
was 2 years ago. Shoot.
That was 2 years ago, right, Mo?
I went to a class reunion, and you know, everybody dancing and this and that. The big girls sitting at 7 or 8 tables by themselves. No, I can't stop. I can't stop. I have no tact. And I have no tact. And so then they put on electric slide or something like that, and all you heard was coming to the flow.
But you know what? Everybody get up when it's a line dance. That's a good way to get a party going because you don't need a partner to dance when you're doing a line dance, and so people will get up and dance.
It's a whole nother thing now.
Big girls need love too.
It's a whole nother thing now. I mean, the young ones don't. They jump in when their parents jump in. You know, like if they happen to be at the spot at the same time. But if it's one of their things, it's like some pimp hoe stuff going on. You know what I'm saying?
I think I'm gonna try to do a
dance by themselves.
I'm gonna make one up, a line dance.
Well, the NFL did it. The Super Bowl shuffle.
Oh no,
it's gonna be crazy. Donald is he said the Indiana Pacers is gonna take it all the way. He just waited.
Oh,
said,
I like the Pacers. I like the Pacers. That's my second.
He said no. They just start using the fan. Man, hey man, I am so enjoying tonight's Relationship Roundtable. Let's get another question, and this is just simple. Do loyal, honest, and faithful partners still exist?
Yes.
Where? What city?
Yeah.
What state? What country?
I'm one.
Tennessee.
Indiana.
Tennessee.
Dang,
Gina.
You got two right here.
Put your hand up again, Gina. Put your hand up again.
You got two right here.
Why that baby finger so far away from the other three? You a Vulcan? I mean, what? What's up with y'all? Okay, so none of us can put our hands up. None of us can put our hands up no more.
Live long and prosper.
My hands are mummified, and y'all got spaces in between y'all real big.
Oh, no, I got the boxing rhino fist too. Like see that? See the crust right there?
Ludine said Tremaine Hawkins had the large fan in the 80s. G said I got my hands up too, Gina.
That's right, D. It is. There are trusting, loving relationships.
Where they at?
Bro, you hanging around the wrong people.
I'm hanging around y'all.
No, you're not.
we love you, brother, but you ain't been hanging around us.
Right. Just for an hour, right, Mo?
Man, I hang around y'all
1 hour every day. For
Monday through Thursday. 7 o'clock.
Rest of the time on you, baby.
Your mom and dad was one. What are you talking about?
I'm talking about now. Terrell Roper said mine, but unfortunately not me.
I don't know how you do that.
We're gonna leave that alone. We ain't putting nobody out there.
How you do that?
Yeah, y'all
gonna leave it alone. We are not gonna put my brother Terrell out there. Terrell, I understand, man. I don't, but I understand. I do. All right. Who initiates breakups more, men or women? Oh, y'all quiet. Y'all didn't have no snappy answer right off the bat.
We don't know.
Y'all look quiet.
Shoot, think about this. I've been on for 30-something years. Gina just got back on again. So, and you probably been on somebody that can answer that question. You've been out there. You've been out in the wilderness.
Thanks, Mo. Thanks, Mo. I'm the whore.
I'm not qualified to answer that question, my brother.
Let's see. Sherry says, man.
Oh, why, Sherry? You got to.
Says, man.
You got to follow that up with a why.
Many.
I'm kind of leaning with Ludine and Cherry because men see something greener on the other side more often, and so they'll end up leaving because they think they got something better.
I disagree. Women are more emotional. Okay, so when they see something
Look at
going wrong, they're
Jordan.
like, huh?
Look at Jordan.
What about Jordan?
Not
You
your
talking about my
son,
son? Oh,
the basketball player.
woo!
Michael
Don't talk about my
Jordan.
son.
I don't know what Jordan your son doing.
Talk about
Don't talk
Michael
about my
Jordan.
son. Never
Yeah,
talk about
Michael
my son.
Jordan.
Byron says
Think
women
about
initiate
what
most
you just said.
divorces. I look. Angie says men.
Yeah, you
My
know
next
what? When
line
he
says,
say
y'all talking
women
about a
initiate
cousin.
more divorces, yeah, because they tired of the man stepping out. They're tired of so they will initiate that divorce.
But I said the breakups.
Again, I'm not qualified to answer that question, so I'm going to.
But no, you are because you had it before. Did you initiate your first breakup?
Look, no. I got left because I worked too much.
Okay. Now, Gina, remember the $600? Didn't you initiate that?
I was not in a
That wasn't
relationship
a
with that
relationship.
dude, though. That is not the same thing.
That's not a
You got
relationship.
to be in a relationship to break it up.
That was cooperation.
You got to be in a relationship
Oh
for a
boy,
breakup.
cooperated. He cooperated and gave up that $600. That was cooperation. That wasn't.
And I don't even understand that. Y'all got friends who have given you things.
No. I got some friends that get yes, Gina. I got some friends that are giving me things. I have. You're right.
Yeah.
Several times a night. Purpose said, God said, go forth and multiply. Then Adam went and changed the rules. What is cheating? Need rules. Dean said, I'm speaking from a child's point of view. I think women, it's just my opinion too. I think women initiate a breakup because they like, but Gina, you said it because they're fed up. They get fed up. They're more emotional, but they get fed up and they say, well, I'm done. Now they turn around and say, okay, I'll give you one more chance. Okay. But they get done quicker than men do. The men just go ahead on and cheat while they're still in the relationship. But the women, when they find out that he's cheated, they're done. They're ready to go. They found out he didn't pay that bill like he said he was going to do, and all of a sudden they're eating dinner and the lights pop off. You know, she's a little mad. I've been there before too, okay? I've been the one that didn't pay the bill and the lights popped off, and woo-wee. I'm so glad God has blessed me.
Greg. So the lights went off. This is the time for me to escape. You can't find me anyway.
A couple of them should have been that serious.
I'm out.
I've known men who got overwhelmed with commitment and provoked the breakup. The man initiated it with the cheating. Okay. Bruce said the only good thing about breakups, the playlist.
Oh wow, Bruce.
Come on, Bruce.
Bruce.
Depends on who's receiving it.
The playlist. Man, I gotta mention this again though, man. Because I think we really need to get everybody there. And Gina, I'm sorry for continuously beating this, but I really want to see. And I think this is going to be a banner year for the Distinguished Authors Guild. I really want to see everybody there. Like last year, I go around and speak to everybody. I go around and sit and one thing I don't really do is take pictures, but I go around and I sit with everybody. I talk to everybody, try to make people laugh. And I don't get on the stage, nothing like that, because I'm behind the scenes. But I just got a feeling, Gina, this is going to be a banner year for this.
Mm-hmm.
Just saying.
It gets better and better every year. And every year you say, wow, that was great. Can it get any better? And it gets better.
And it gets better.
I know.
This year won't be any different. It's
had a blast.
It's going to be another notch.
Yeah, y'all need to come out. You know what? I'm gonna have 10 Dope Living T-shirts. I give away 10 Dope Living T-shirts. All right, y'all come through. Come on through. Hang out with us. That's not the reason to come. I'm just saying. But it's gonna be.
They're gonna whoever comes out, they're gonna have a great time. They're gonna have an awesome time.
Yeah, we need to make sure, Gina, that it rolls continuously so that we can have time to mingle afterwards. as opposed to old boy saying, "Okay, it's time to go. Got to get out." That time to mingle. Let's make
We're
sure
gonna be dancing. We're gonna dance all the way up to 1 o'clock in the morning.
We should. Hey, why you
rocking? I'm gonna be sitting there going like, "Mo B's in the house."
Why you playing, man? Hey, why you playing? I'm telling you, make that happen.
Already got some mixes done, so I ain't worried about it.
You got it ready?
Hey, Amber. We got one more question.
Well, Amber, no, we good. Much love, y'all. Amber says much love. That's questions. That's all.
Come on, one more question. We got time for one more question.
What question you got?
I sent you 4.
Oh, did you? When you send me, I didn't get them.
Oh my God! You see how I get treated, y'all?
No, if you send it to that one phone, the SIM card's messed up on that one.
Oh, I forgot about that. Okay, let me read it. Let me pick one. Let's see. How about this one? This will tie into what we're talking about. A man has a beautiful woman, and this goes for women too. So just flip the question. A man has a beautiful woman. She cooks for him. She doesn't argue much. The sex is good. Why would he cheat on her? And vice versa. Why would she cheat on him?
Run that by me one more time.
A man has a beautiful woman. She cooks. She cleans. She doesn't argue much. The sex is good. Why would he cheat on her? And vice versa. Why would she cheat on him? Same thing.
Because
they ain't talking about something. Something's wrong.
Well, here's the problem. Because even though the sex is good, she's beautiful, they argue. But
it says she doesn't argue much. Why would he step out on a woman like that? Or why would she step, just like your scenario, he does everything for her, pays all the bills, buy her things. Why would she step out on him?
Unresolved childhood trauma. I think, number one, cheating is never the answer. Sherry said no solid foundation. Absolutely. Cheating is never the answer. So if he's cheating, then he's not happy with himself. Okay? It's not her. It's him. He's got some other issues. And he probably never. How did I turn sideways? And I'm just standing here.
You always do that.
I'm just standing here. I'm gonna leave it this time. I'm not. I'm just sitting here.
What he does, but all of a sudden he'd be like.
I was like this. I wasn't doing nothing. Okay, but that's okay. I'm gonna leave it like that.
Do this.
Okay, now. Here's the. Oh, Jesus Christ.
I'm with Ludine. I think it's even more than childhood trauma. I think it's not having confidence.
This don't make no doggone sense. Hadji says some men just want to see how many women they can pull. Absolutely. Yeah. But I think
them light skinned dudes, Angie. That's them light skinned dudes.
But you know what's so crazy about that?
That's out of season. I've been out of season a long time ago. White light skinned dudes. Go ahead, Mo.
What's so crazy about that is that that's so true. I mean, think about when you was in school. You kind of got as many as you could get together, and then you pick one, maybe two out of all the ones you got together. Got together. You know what I'm saying? And then those were the two that you either rock with or you just rock with one of them. But that was in school. That was when you was a boy. As a man, you should have got past all of that.
Gina, I can do this though. Anyway. How did that happen, Gina? That's the second time it's happened.
That is, I don't know what you do. I don't know what you're doing to do it.
Gina, I was doing this at the time. Maybe that's what it is. Maybe I could turn it around like that. Come on. That don't work either.
I don't know what you did.
I don't know what happened either. Because God said, go forth and multiply. It's in the DNA. Cannot change what God built.
Oh, wow. Purpose. Really?
Bruce says, what role does
Really?
vulnerability play in both the creation and destruction of love? And Angie says they think that makes him look cool. Angie, it makes him look like a fool. And you know,
Yeah, you know that's the term, feathers in their cap. They brag about all the women they get, all the women they could have sex with. That's just a feather in their cap. They think that makes them masculine.
It really it depends on what type of relationship you have with the women, because you know I had fun back in the day, and
we all did.
You didn't try to stick every one of them. You know, some of them was just best friends, and they they ride or dies. With you, and you take them anywhere. I can remember. I did not entertain putting guys in the car with me because they make the girls go away. You got 3 guys in the car, and you only got 2 other places to put females.
Hey man, I can't stand this. I'll be right back, man. I can't stand this.
So I wouldn't put guys in my car. If it went out to lunch and we was going to McDonald's, it was filled with girls. And sometimes they were sitting in each other's lap. And that's just the way it was. My girlfriend sat next to me. Everybody else, whatever seat was left, they got in. But I wouldn't put no guys. That was my big deal. I wouldn't put no guys in my car. Not until I started going to the roller rink, the guys started rolling with me. That was like maybe one. And that was Teal Cross, because we was like this back there.
Teal Cross, I remember he did.
And that was the only somebody, I was the only somebody his mother would let take them to the rink, him and his sister.
Mm-hmm. I wonder if this worked like this did. Probably not. Probably.
It's not gonna work, bro. Come back home.
I don't know what happened because like I said, I was gesturing at the time, and I don't know if my gesture turned the picture around. I don't know, but it's okay. It's cool. Oh, it did work.
Oh my God! What did you do?
I turned the whole thing and then turned it back.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Might have
do you have your phone on the flip thing? That feature where you can flip your picture?
I'm not on my phone. I'm not on the phone, but that's okay.
Now you might have it on your. You might have it on your laptop.
I'm not on my laptop. Bruce said, I think love is exactly a fart. If you have to force it, it's probably shit.
Golly, Bruce.
Bruce.
Really? Really?
Mm-hmm.
Bruce.
You just lost any females that was chasing you. You just lost them all. You think I'm a fart? Okay, we're going to find out how much a fart. I'm finna go away just like you. Just like you came back.
My niece said, don't move, Unc, just be still. I'm gonna try that.
Right?
Hey, but tomorrow, man, we got rolling. His movie name is Roast Spit. Okay, that's what he calls it, Roast Spit. There's this movie I watched. It's called Who Killed Terrence Brown. Okay, if y'all get a chance, go to Tubi, watch Who Killed Terrence Brown. He's also in a movie called A Lonely Place to Die. Moet, Money Over Everything. He's in a number of movies. And you guys, he'll be here tomorrow so that we can holler at him. All right, I'm telling you, I like the movie Who Killed Terrence Brown. I liked it. People gonna come and people will look at it and they say they didn't like it, and this I liked it. All right, and then I started seeing some more movies that he was on. Those aren't the 3 that I mentioned. They weren't not the only ones that he's been in. So he'll be here tomorrow to hang out with us, and we're gonna have a good time. I'm telling you, he's funny too. He's very funny. Ludine said it's not about love. Bruce says, jokes apart, love is simply giving someone the power to destroy, to hoping they will never use that power. Giving someone power to destroy, and hoping that they'll never use that power. I agree.
Well,
I agree.
Man, y'all waiting on
because you're
open on non-communication and all this stuff. And guess what? You're gonna find it. You're gonna find that person that's gonna hurt you really bad is what you're gonna find. I'm gonna tell you, if you go to a relationship and you're waiting on it to turn sour, you're gonna get disappointed. But period.
Well, that's the Relationship Roundtable, guys. And we had a good time. It was a lot of fun tonight. A lot of fun.
We have fun every night.
The other movie is called Loyalty Over Trust. That was a good movie as well. Loyalty Over Trust, Who Killed Terrence Brown. He had Last Date, Don't Look Back, A Lonely Place to Die, Money Over Everything. Street Legal, he's in that one as well. Check him out, man. He'll be on tomorrow. We'll have some clips from some movies. Y'all can check him out. Funny dude. I don't think he means to be funny on the movies, but I looked at a couple of things and I was laughing at him. But real serious actor. You'll see him. His name is Ro Spit, Spit. Anyway, that's the show, man. Mo, let's get out of here.
Man, like I said earlier, if you're looking for a relationship to have problems, you're gonna have problems. It's pretty simple. I mean, first of all, get somebody that you'd rather cut off your hand and say something crazy to, and vice versa. They would rather hurt themselves than hurt you. You need to make sure that that's the kind of person that you have, because if you don't, you're setting yourself up for a failure. Period.
That was good, Mo. I like that.
I don't know what to say behind that, Mo.
What?
Just know when a relationship is good or bad for you. Sometimes people stay in toxic relationships, and if they don't leave, they may be harmed. I wouldn't tell a person to stay in a relationship like that. So just assess your relationship, make sure you're happy in it, and you don't lose yourself.
You cannot, in your right mind, get into something that you want to be in and purposely ruin it, purposely mess it up. If you get into, and then you're purposely messing up someone else's life as well, because they're putting themselves into you. So here's my thing, okay? And this week, Greg gave some good advice, all right? So I'm going to try to close it with some good advice. Make sure you're intentional with the relationship. Make sure you get a chance to know the person that you're getting into a relationship with, so that way you all will grow together. Agree to disagree, you know what I mean? Bruce said, I think he misunderstood my comment. I saw speaking on the positive side of love. He inboxed me on that one. So we got you, man. Anyway, I also wanted to add, okay, we'll get to that. But make sure that you when you're getting with someone, and when I say getting with someone, I don't mean sexual. I mean, when you're trying to put your life together with another person and create a relationship, make sure you get to know this person, and please make sure that you communicate. Make sure the lines of communication are open so you can agree to disagree with one another and not get mad, all right? And don't cheat. What is cheating for? Really? Stop, okay? Please stop.
That just makes it even more difficult.
Well, you know what? We didn't have so much of that going on, but that's the reason why we have so many problems with relationships. If you're gonna cheat, get out the damn relationship. You know what I'm saying? Don't and do it with some goof. You know what I mean? If you don't want to be in a relationship no more, then get the hell out.
Alone. Yeah,
leave it alone. And like I said, do it with some goof, like you got some sense or some class about yourself. I mean, anybody can do what some of these cats running around here doing, hitting and quitting it, and leaving hurt people out here. If you're tired of a relationship, roll on. Don't waste these people's time. Life is too short.
It's just senseless. You want to be happy, man. So get with somebody that's going to make you happy, and make them happy. It's just, I don't know, man. You guys heard of Ice JJ Fish? Have you ever heard of Ice JJ Fish?
The chicken place?
No, it's this guy who's on YouTube. I think he's worth about $5 million now. He sings like this. Look up. I'm serious. That's how he said. Look up Ice JJ Fish. Y'all gonna laugh, okay? But he's gotten better. I've reached out to him to come on the show, okay, because he's gotten better than what he was at first. Okay, I reached out to him to come on the show because I want to clown him, but I don't, because again, he's gotten better. I know we're not supposed to do that and make fun of people, but man, come on, this dude. Y'all heard of Ice JJ Fish? Yeah, I'm gonna play his video tomorrow. Well, no, I'm not gonna play it tomorrow.
Okay, I haven't heard of him.
I'm gonna play it on Talk About It Thursday, okay? So y'all can hear exactly what I'm talking about. But it's cool. But anyway, we got to get out of here, all right? Thank you guys for tuning in, all right? We had a great time with Relationship Roundtable. Don't forget also on Thursdays, immediately after we get through with this show, go check out the D Stark show. They got a lot of interesting conversations as well. Hang out with them and support them. This, though, is Dope Living TV Live, and I gotta stall because I'm not finding the right tile to press. Dope Living TV Live, man, and we will see you guys tomorrow. Okay, Roast Spit will be here tomorrow.
Peace.
Peace.